Summer in the Northern Hemisphere is the time for camps and reunions. As you might imagine, over my lifetime, I've attended many such events, each one meaningful and inspiring in its own way. Recently, as I was thinking about the experiences I have had at reunions and camps, I recalled something that happened at a senior high youth camp I attended many years ago. The youth camp was at the Foundry Hill Campgrounds in Northwest Tennessee. During the course of the camp, there had been some mounting frustration arising from misunderstandings and strained relationships and hurt feelings. Things were a bit on edge, and people were complaining that this camp was not as good as previous ones. Toward the end of the week, we were gathered in our campfire circle, singing the usual songs and going through the usual motions. It was a hot, humid, sweltering evening, and most of us weren't that enthused as we dripped sweat on the dusty ground. Eventually, the campfire songs began to transition to the more serious, introspective, and Christ-centered variety, finally dissolving into silence. I'll never forget the silence. It was a beckoning, expectant silence. Shortly after, first one, then another began to share from the depth of their hearts words of sorrow, forgiveness, and desire for reconciliation. As the honesty and sincerity of the sharing deepened, something unforgettable happened. The still, heavy air began to stir. First, from a little distance, we could see leaves on nearby trees begin to dance. Then a breeze blew right through and around our campfire circle. The breeze that blew was fresh and cool and invigorating. The phrase, "a breath of fresh air," comes to mind. Remarkably, with the breeze came a growing sense of oneness, a sense of community, a soulful connectedness between persons, an open-heartedness. Without speaking words, we all knew something sacred was transpiring. Holy Spirit was moving. As written in John chapter 3, verse 8, Jesus said to Nicodemus one night, "The wind blows where it chooses, and you hear the sound of it, but you do not know where it comes from or where it goes." That's true.